In today's video, I'm going to speak about 4 things that every final year student should be doing. Starting off with point number 1, communication. If you'd like to learn more about communication skills, check out my Instagram page and my YouTube channel. But what you need to do on a day-to-day basis is speak to your lecturers. You need to make sure that you express any concerns that you have. You should be totally honest. If you're missing classes, if you're struggling with a module, you're worried about the future, whatever it is, ask questions. These people are qualified. They understand the issues you're going through right now because they had the same problems 5, 10, 15 years ago. And if you're not sure what to say to your lecturer within that email, I've got this video here. The link to that is below. What you should also do is bear in mind that you're spending quite a bit of money to be at university, so you should make the most of all the free resources that are available to you. For example, you can go to jobs fairs, or you can go to a skills workshop where you can learn more about CVs, cover letters, applications, and go and speak to a careers advisor. They're there for a reason, so make sure you make the most of all these resources that are available at your university. Secondly, I recommend that you put yourself in the shop window. Lots of people have the same degree as you and a similar grade, so you need to find a way of standing out and getting your face known. For me personally, in the final few months of my degree, I was emailing lots of different teams in the Premier League, the lower leagues, rugby, trying to get myself in there, trying to get a job or an internship. This was the type of email that I would have sent. You may wish to pause it so you can read it word for word, but I will break it down very quickly. So if you are going to send an email trying to get a job in the last few months, I recommend you start the email with a very brief introduction of who you are. So the degree you're doing, your name, really basic stuff, and just state that you have an interest in that relevant area. You can see here that I've not gone on and blabbered too long because you can just put your CV within that email. If they want to know more about you, they can read it there. And then state what you're after basically. Say, I finished my course very soon in the next few months and I'm looking for an internship or a job. And you're not asking for a job. I wouldn't recommend doing that. They don't know who you are, so you're not going to get replies straight away saying, yeah, we'll employ you. What I would say is, are you planning to recruit anybody? That's basically the way I would go. And then finish off by the usual, thank you, kind regards, and your name. And if you want to learn more about this method, what I did, what worked, what didn't work, I recommend that you check this video out here. My next point is your dissertation project. It's really key that you arrange meetings yourself with the supervisor. Don't wait for them to do it for you. Go and see them every week and share your worries every week as well. Any concerns that you have about your dissertation, be vocal about it. Also, you need to set targets together every single week. Don't speak to your supervisor once or twice a semester. Every single week, set a goal. It could be 100 words on your project. It could be reading some papers, whatever it is. Every single week, have a goal. That will accumulate by the end of the year into a very good project if you're consistent. In reality, there's nothing I can say in this video to make your project any easier, but there are times you do have to knuckle down and show a lot of discipline and hard work. For me personally, in my final year at Hull, what I did was, in the first semester, I was camped in that room that you can see there. That is the top floor of my local library. I managed to write a full draft of my dissertation in 12 weeks and get all my data. It was hell, complete hell on earth, but what it did was, it freed up time for me. In the second semester, I had more time to go and do some coaching, get some experience, and despite all the stress in the first semester, I was less stressed in the second. I had a few edits to do, but really I was quite happy. I was coaching, I was looking for a job. I didn't have to focus too much on that project. So there are times, yes, you will need to knuckle down and make some sacrifices. That's what final year is all about. And finally, something I speak about all the time, which is work experience. This depends on your state of play going into final year. If you have no work experience, you've got to get something in final year. That could just be 4, 5, 6 hours a week. That's fine. Don't view work experience as being this full-time job Monday to Friday. What you may wish to do is work for 2 or 3 different companies within that experience. So 1 hour at one place, 2 hours at a different place. Just get different experiences. And finally, get that reference. It's really key on your CV when you graduate. You've got a good reference from an employer that will help you get that next job. Let's look at the flip side. If you have plenty of experience, I would maybe think about doing other stuff, such as additional courses like UKSCA, BASIS, First Aid, anything that you see on job adverts for those jobs that you want in the future. Try and tick some of those boxes now by getting those courses under your belt. So to summarize this video, final year can be incredibly boring, it can be tiring, And there are times where you doubt yourself or you may lose a bit of motivation. But if you're in this position, you could regret it one day if you drop those standards. You may end up in a couple of years' time working in a job with low prospects, very little money, no real chance to progress, and you could regret it. You could think, really, I should have spent that last few months at university making the most of it, maximizing my potential for a better life in the long term. What you need to do is have that carrot dangling in front of you, as I call it. Now, for me personally, it was to work in professional sport. That got me out of bed every single morning in final year to go to the library, to do my boring data collection, whatever it was. Having something to focus on after university and to work towards really helped me stay motivated. You need to think about this yourself as well. What is it that gets you out of bed in final year, that pushes you on and gets you over the finish line? Okay, thank you for watching this video. I've got plenty of other videos about dissertations and final year issues, so I do recommend that you go and check them out. If you have any questions about this video or anything about final year or your future careers, get in touch with me on Instagram at Sports Science Hacks. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak to you again soon.